So today is August, 15th of 2023. And I have the pleasure of chatting with one of our rock star participants. And so we're going to just take a little time to interview her. So just really appreciative of her and what she's doing, what she's accomplished. So we're going to start off by, tell us your name. How old are you? Tell us. Let's start there.
I am Alexandra, and I am 19.
Alexandra, 19 years old. And so, Alex, one of the things that we do with these videos is we like to give people an introduction about, who our participants are, and we find it helps so people understand, their stories and how they can help if they want to help, so that we can help the other Alexandras in the world. So thank you for taking some time out of your schedule. I know it's the work day today. So thank you for taking some time out of your schedule to sit down and interview with me and just tell people a little bit about your story and kind of what brought you here and everything like that. So let me start out by just simply asking you, what happened. A lot of people don't know. For those of you who don't know that are listening, watching this, T refers or receives its participants from several referral partners, and these are typically shelters in the city, which includes Mariners Inn, COTS, and Covenant House. And so these are really great, wonderful organizations that work with individuals who are facing emergency shelter, they're housing insecure, and so that's obviously where, as a participant, we have the luxury, the privilege of having met you. So I know you, when we met you, you were at Covenant House.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit, obviously in your own words, as much as you want to share, what happened? How did you find yourself at Covenant House? What was going on that you found yourself in that situation?
Well, I was actually dropped off by my parents at Covenant House from Kentucky on my 18th birthday.
Wow.
At midnight. So I ended up there like literally 2 seconds after I turned 18. And just kind of like, I was there for a little bit.
So they drove you from Kentucky to
Yes.
Michigan and just dropped you off at Covenant House? Why Covenant House?
I have no clue.
No clue? No clue?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, did you know you were going to Covenant House?
No.
So you just showed up at there?
Yep.
Wow. So, what happened that night? I mean, you said it sounded like it happened at night. You talked to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
I talked to this lady. Her name was Miss G. That's what we called her. And she was working at the emergency shelter part of Covenant House.
Okay.
And she just kind of like asked me what was going on, because like it's not unusual for kids to be like dropped off there, but like at that hour and like in the condition that I was in, like I was like in tears, like obviously, because like but like I'm very shell shocked. So like she was just trying to figure out like what's going on, but she was very sweet about it. Very welcoming, open.
Okay.
So.
All right. So you're at Covenant House on your 18th birthday. I'm sure not how you expected to celebrate becoming an adult.
Yes.
Finding yourself in a situation where basically you're homeless. So you're at Covenant House. And can you tell us, because they're a great partner, can you tell us about some of the things that you were able to do and accomplish while you were there, how they helped you a little bit?
So while I was there, I was able to get my ID, my birth certificate, and my social security. I got the number, but I did not get the card because there was like complications with that.
Gotcha.
But pretty much anything that I would need to get a job. and
they helped you with get.
Yes.
Okay.
And they connected me with T because they have somebody that works like in a back office, like that help anybody who needs a job get a job. So they look for like any jobs like around the area that are like hiring and need people.
Okay.
And they just like, the lady that was there at the time that was helping with jobs had connected me with T.
Okay, so how long do you think you were at Covenant House before you got connected with T?
I was actually there twice.
Twice, okay.
Yes, I had left, and I went to go stay with a friend.
Okay.
Because when I first left, it wasn't the best environment for me mentally, so I just like needed like that. I just needed to step away.
Right.
Went to go stay with a friend for a little bit.
Okay.
And then I ended up back at the shelter because I felt like I was ready to move forward. Like I was in the right mental state and everything.
Okay.
So it wasn't until the second time. And that was like maybe like 6 months altogether.
Okay. So sometime during your second stint at Covenant House, you got the opportunity to hear somebody there working in employment and helping you get jobs, helping you get settled. They told you about T.
Yes.
Okay, and then so once you were informed about T, kind of what happened next? Did you meet like our program manager? Did you meet me? I was trying to think of like how did that connect the dots for us?
I actually met Angela first.
Okay. So Angela was our former program manager, great lady, and so you met her. Did she come to Did she come to Covenant House? Or did you talk to her on the phone, Zoom?
I talked to her, I think, on the phone first.
Okay.
And then it wasn't until I got here that I had like met her in person.
Okay.
But like we kept continual contact like through email.
Okay. So you are talking to T's program manager. Okay, and she's telling you about the program. You're talking on the phone. And so obviously at some point in time she let you know we had a job available.
She actually, I knew this job was available like before I was even like officially in the program because I was considered the artist at the shelter because I was one of the few that was like really good at painting and sketching and stuff. So the lady that was helping with jobs was looking for something along those lines because that's something that I enjoy. Okay. And she heard about the position open at Rebel Now.
So you had like a dual kind of situation going on.
So
all right.
She informed Angela about like what kind of things that I'm interested in, and then Angela told her, and then I was therefore told. So I knew about it before I had even like really accepted like the invitation to be part of the T program.
Okay, all right. So again, for the listening audience, Rebel Now is one of T's employer partners, and so they look to T to hire individuals, and so obviously if Alex is aware of a position at Rebel Now and she's in T, Angela's working with our employee partner Rebel Now, and obviously got her name referred to Rebel Now, and so so at some point in time you had an interview. So Angela's smoothing the roads for you and say, hey, we got somebody who we think would be good. You get the interview. What's the interview like?
It was very laid back, honestly. Kelly, the manager over the production team, she was just kind of like really chill about it. It wasn't like, it didn't feel pressured or anything, and it was like a different like setting than like a typical interview. So it wasn't like difficult, and like it was like half of the interview we spent time talking about her dog. It was like very laid back.
So you felt real comfortable?
Yes, I was very comfortable.
Okay. So how long did it take you from the interview approximately to the time that you found out that you got the job?
I think like maybe 2 days.
2 days. That's awesome. So now you are informed that you got the job. You were you still 18 at this stage or 19?
I was 19 at
You were
this.
so you're 19 years old. Mm-hmm. Was this going to be your first adult job?
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
I had 2 jobs previously.
Okay. All right. So now, so when you got hired in, were you hired in like part-time, full-time?
The hours were kind of just like whatever I was available for.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
So like whatever I could do, they were willing to work around like my schedule.
Ah, okay. So that was really key. That was really important. Yes. So yes. How was your transportation situation at that time?
T actually helped me with transportation at the time.
Okay.
Until I got my first paycheck. And even a little bit after that, because I was still struggling with money a little bit.
I remember sending those vouchers to you.
Yes.
Sending those vouchers.
Not long after starting with Rebel Now and the T program, I moved to my own apartment.
Gotcha. So yeah, you were in a lot of transition.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were moving. You got a new job. Mm-hmm. You're trying to get yourself acclimated with transportation. So yeah, you had a lot going on in your universe at that time. So all right. So how long now have you been at Rebel Now?
Since like middle of January.
Middle of January. Okay, so more than 6 months. Mm-hmm. Okay, and tell us a little bit about what you do at Rebel Now.
So I'm part of the production team. Mm-hmm. So I pretty much make all of the jewelry. Wow.
Okay, so when my wife comes in and wants to buy something fancy, yes. I have you to blame for it. Yes. When she sees how pretty it is, I'm like, oh man.
That's mine.
That's Alex.
Yes.
Well, wonderful. Okay. So I'm assuming you're getting paid more than minimum wage.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And about how many hours would you say you work a week?
Well, for the most part I work 9 to 4, so what's that? A little less than 40 hours a week.
Okay. All right. So basically that's like full time. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Do you have benefits with this particular position and stuff like that?
I mean.
Or is that something that maybe comes later?
I think that's something that maybe comes later.
Okay. All right.
I haven't really gotten into that.
Okay.
Just because, I just enjoy my job. I don't really.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. So you are at Rebel Now. Got referred by T. You've mm-hmm. come from Covenant House. Come from Kentucky to Michigan. It's like unknown. No, Mm-hmm. So
I've never been to Michigan previously.
Well, we like having you here. we like having you here. So even under the circumstances in which mm-hmm. you've arrived. So, okay. Well, look. That all being said, so what are some of your plans? What are some of the things you got going on in the future?
Well, in the future, I would like to look into getting a house.
Okay. We can help you with that.
Yes. Yes, you can. Getting a license and a car.
Okay.
And
all right.
I know I heard you could help me with that too.
Yeah, yeah. We've helped. Yeah. We've helped with that whole license thing, and yes. We've even helped with the car stuff too. So, mm-hmm. So how are you getting back and forth to work if you don't have your own car, your own license?
I still use Lyft.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but my fiance now has a job, so it's a little easier.
Wait a minute, you done hooked up with somebody? Wait, you got to tell us about. So you're getting married?
Well, husband technically.
Oh, what? You already jumped the broom. You already got. Congratulations.
There's a few technicalities there. Yes.
Well, congratulations. We're excited for you. So plans going forward, obviously, get a driver's license, get a car, looking at getting a house. What about career-wise? Obviously you're a Rebel now, and where do you see yourself going, either here or maybe up one day apart from Rebel now?
Home. Work from home.
So you want to work from home?
Or just a stay-at-home mom. That's
Okay.
Really.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna close because again, I know you got to get back to work and stuff like that. So, again, not only do we have individuals who watch these videos and who we really appreciate, who help finance us and give us resources so that we can continue the work that we are doing. There are other participants that and have gone through the T program or will go through the T program, and so based on you've got a lot of experience, you've gone through some things, and so based on what you've gone through and the process that the journey up the mountain that you have done, what words would you leave? What encouraging words, if any, might you give persons who are not at the place where you're at yet? What would you tell them?
I would say no matter how far or how close to rock bottom you think you are, there's always resources and people out there that will help you to get back on your feet and reach the goals that you've set for yourself.
Okay, well, that's awesome. That's wonderful. Alex, thank you for taking a little bit out of your day to meet with us and talk to our T audience. We appreciate that. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you're doing, and just wish you the best in your future endeavors. And again, just thanks. All right.